Welcome back, friends and thoughtful gamers, to NEKETAKA. There's a lot we have to talk about here. First, we have to bring Valiant Trading Company the bad news that we accidentally destroyed the Aja pillar. Oh no. And then we talk to Atsura, who asked us to thwart the Valiant Trading Company plans for Pocokohara. Well, let's do that. Valiant Trading Company headquarters in Queensbirth. We are already in Queensbirth. That's the Valiant Trading Company headquarters. We'll walk over. Are you coming? Yeah, now you are. Hey, we want to get in. I know it's night.
Business with the Valiant Trading Company, there's no need for you to be here after hours. Moving on.
So we can arrive at a mutually beneficial understanding. Nice looking headquarters. Would be a pity if someone painted it with your blood. No. What if it's an emergency?
If it has anything to do with paperwork or wax seals, which covers most of what's in the building, I'm confident it can wait until morning.
But I left some important papers behind. Yeah, alright, farewell. Farewell. Then let's go to Atsura. I'm sure he's still awake. To the east. Never doing something, these types of the trading company. No wonder it fails so much. To the Brass Citadel. I think it was in the lower Imperial Command. Could be wrong, but I think that's Atsura. Whoopity-doo. Let's hope we're in the right place. Otherwise, a lot of walking. Here, maybe. Atsura, yes.
He acts like he's gonna do one thing, then he does something else. Clear skies.
Atsura tilts his head as he watches you, his eyes unblinking. That seems so much like a mask. I destroyed the luminous Adra at Pocokohara.
Excellent. My reports confirm a certain amount of confusion in Queensbirth.
He smiles.
Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this?
He leans a little closer, his hands folded behind his back. There was a clot of essence corrupting the Adra. Clearing it ended the storm.
Fascinating. And most encouraging. You've proven most valuable. Accept this as a small token of our gratitude.
He hands you a purse, but his expression is distant, as if he's still thinking about what you told him.
We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence.
Smile playing at his lips is that of a man who's seen the next 3 moves in a game of Hazatoa. Rawatai is plagued with terrible storms. You think there may be a connection?
Yes. If the storms that assail Rawatai have a similarly unnatural origin, then perhaps they too can be stopped.
He looks back up at you, his eyes bright with purpose.
And if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with.
Another silence passes as he regards you.
After all, somebody has to keep the peace in these tumultuous times, no?
Absolutely. His smile's showing you all of his pointed teeth.
In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter that could use your help. Her office is on the main floor behind the large double doors. It's most conspicuous.
He frowns a little. Well, thank you. On the main floor, you say? All right. Behind the double doors. Is that's going up to... That looks like an Escher thing. Yeah. Maybe unintentionally, but... Then let's get this to this Admiral. I think the double doors they're just there in the middle, right? Right. I'll stop running too. Hazanui Karu. We see you.
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Pococohara.
Indeed, she scratches her chin with the stem of her pipe, watching you with new interest.
Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar.
She takes a thoughtful puff on her pipe. It makes me want to stay indoors. I'd love to find out. I'd love to find out.
The spirit.
She claps you on the back, her wooden hand clopping against your shoulder.
Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive. But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms.
Or just abolish them. Her bright eyes watch you for a reaction. You think something in Andra's mortar will help you with that?
Why not? The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so ferocious, so constant.
She motions to the window. A thin stream of smoke follows her gesture.
And your exploits at Pococohara suggest that something else may be behind them. But enough of that for now.
She waves the smoke between you away. Atsurani said you needed my help.
There's an understatement.
She knocks the bowl of her pipe against her wooden hand.
The trouble in Hasanga forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for shortfalls. And storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here.
She purses her lips with displeasure. This is what you call short-handed. I'd love to see what you consider full capacity.
I'm sure you'll get the chance.
Let's get the smile going a little bit, eh?
We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. We've contracted with a captain named Widla.
A flicker of distaste passes across her face.
Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya is overseeing the development of some special projects there.
She takes a thoughtful draw on her pipe as she looks at you, seemingly deciding what to say.
She's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it shows. You two will get along.
Her amusement manifests in the barest lift of her eyebrows.
Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer.
First, what is the shipment?
It'll be easier for Okaya to explain.
She puffs a thick cloud of smoke between the two of you. She doesn't break your gaze, but the effect is almost the same. And who are Widla and her crew?
Sailors with a fast ship and no mind for questions.
She chomps a little harder on the bit of her pipe. So they're smugglers.
Along with half the population of this storm-tossed archipelago.
She shakes her head. Why don't you send Widla's crew there? Her laugh sounds like a grunt.
Let's just say, I'm not keen to invite them to a port where we're developing experimental technologies.
Yeah, okay, forget I
Any
asked.
other questions?
If it's important, then I can handle it. What next?
Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic.
She gestures on a map to the open water west of NEKETAKA.
This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her.
She hands you a purse of 1,000 copper.
Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo.
She watches you appraisingly.
This is the kind of job that's best completed quickly and quietly. I'm counting on your famous discretion. Clear skies.
And is there something else? No. Okay, then farewell. So we got a new task to go for. Rather probably a quest. Still got to visit the Valiant Trading Company. Clear skies indeed. We might have to wait a bit. Until morning again. Oh no, we don't. Great. Went out the wrong exit, did we? Back to the Imperial Command. And now let's get back out here. Whee! A little bit of jogging will do them good. Back to Queen's Birth or something.
Then must he put his name on everything?
Running along. Yeah. Queen's Birth. Let's just go to Queen's Birth. Let's hope the stuff is still open. Ah, we circumvented the gullet. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of a good idea, you know. It's definitely a good idea to circumvent the gullet. Now let's hurry up. Or they will close again. Run! This also makes the time go by more quickly. Hey there, Valiant traders. Sure, you're very happy to hear from us. Who wanted to speak to us about that? Oh, someone. Company representatives. All right. Where are the company representatives? Maybe here. In this big room. Lueva Albari, maybe.
Ah, good, you're back. I hope you had a pleasant voyage.
Albari looks up from her papers, giving you her full attention. A very strange voyage, sure.
Before you get too far on the way, I think you ought to come with me. Director Castol will want to hear from you in person.
About that. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. They'll maybe try to murder us, I'm not gonna lie. Or will they just fire us? The man who rises to greet you wears a tidy, scholarly bearing, only emphasized by the thin-framed lenses he pushes farther up his nose. He clasps his hands together, offering you a smile equal parts polite and relieved.
Albari tells me you were kind enough to look into this business on Pococahara for us. I hope you bring good news.
I found the Adra pillar. Unfortunately, it was destroyed.
Yet another sizable investment lost to the desert winds.
Albari darts a sidelong look at Castol, her lips pursing.
It is unfortunate, but the risk was always there. There will be other opportunities. The expedition itself. Beza and her people. What happened there?
They died in the ruins of Pococohara. The defenses were too much for them.
A sorry end for such dedicated individuals. How very fortunate that you lived to tell their tale.
Indeed.
I believe I can take things from here, Alvari. Agrasima. The Watcher and I have more business to discuss. Oh, and do pay the man for his trouble first.
Yes, please. Alvari wordlessly hands you a coin purse. He bows stiffly, then turns to depart. Now he's gonna tell plain talk, right?
I thought it best I speak with you face to face. Watchers are not so numerous here in the Deadfire, especially those of such storied backgrounds as yourself. I'd read much about your exploits alongside the Crucible Knights in Defiance Bay. Their little experiments. And I think that we are, each of us, in a position to offer each other something that we cannot find elsewhere. The Valiant Trading Company has had a presence on this island for nearly a century now. We have the greatest fleet on the seas, the support of the richest men and women in the world. What can the Royal Deadfire Company offer? A soldier's wages, so that you can elevate the fortunes of a distant king? And the Queen? A place in the Kahanga tribe among all the rest of these neglected people. You've lived outside the caste system all these years. Are you eager to return to it?
Never. We must destroy the caste system. It's nice that you want to help. Well, we're trying to bankrupt the Valiant Trading Company as well.
I can give you money, fame, certainly. But the men and women of the company, we set our aims high. And if I only wanted to offer you work as an Adra inspector, I would have let Alvari deal with you.
So what is it you want?
The Valiant Trading Company has maintained an outpost here in NEKETAKA for nearly a century now. It was only 2 years ago that we discovered the effects of Luminous Adra with the aid of our animancers and several watchers. Flaune Alette has continued to study the potential of Luminous Adra in all manner of advances. Why content ourselves to sell all this Adra as a luxury when we might use it to change the world?
Aha, how would you want to change the world?
But of course you understand all of this. Alette sent word of your involvement in her latest experiment. A very dramatic first attempt, I hear. Though Alette has a tendency to gloss over details. But I want to hear it from you. How did it go?
My soul was sent to the beyond, into one of Rimmergan's realms.
You put the priest into a frenzy with talk like that. Communion with the gods is their business.
Despite the levity in his voice, Castol regards you with gloomy regret.
A near-death experience does little to recommend Alette's efforts. I am glad you are in one piece, Watcher. We are in the early days of Alette's research. Flawed as this outing was, there is promise there.
Yeah, always stay optimistic.
This is only the start, you know. The very dawn of a new age of discovery. But just imagine.
Castol spreads his hands, his eyes behind his spectacles, fever bright with enthusiasm.
Imagine if
to
we
the
could
stars?
transport goods and people more quickly than any vessel or horse. Cure every kind of ailment. Perhaps cure disease altogether. We'll extend our lifespans by decades. Maybe even centuries one day.
So he's got a problem, he doesn't want to die. Okay, I understand.
This has all been the work of a single outpost. I want there to be a dozen outposts, 100. Animancers working together to better our lives. Look at what we have left behind. Old Valia is a battlefield at constant war with itself. But the republics have risen from that past. We can rise farther still.
Oh my god. He doesn't know he's building from the blood of 10,000 dead Yuana. Or maybe he does. Maybe he would do that too.
And in doing so, we will raise all of Aora with us.
And if they like the world as it is.
No Huana will miss plague or insanity. Why, they might even appreciate what animancy might do for the caste system. But I've said enough. Too much, I think.
Indeed.
There will be more experiments to come. Until then, I have a more grounded task I need assistance with. Nothing that should put your spirit in any danger. NEKETAKA sees its share of smuggling. I doubt that would surprise anyone. But we've learned of a particular exchange that will have more dire effects than a few spoiled Huana peasants. There is a Royal Deadfire Company official by the name of Quoril, who has been meeting in secret with one of the Principi. I do not believe he works with the approval of his masters. He meets with a Captain Tola, a known pirate and smuggler. I hope I don't have to tell you that an alliance between a crooked royal official and the Principi is not the kind of trouble any of us need. I have a woman, Britza, waiting in the luminous bathhouse in Periki's Overlook. The smugglers do business there, and she has kept an eye on things. I promise to send assistance. Find her, and she will tell you what she knows.
I had some questions first.
Of course. Best to go in prepared.
Who is Brizzy?
A fine Valian woman. Steady temperament. Good sense. The bathhouse sees an enormous number of patrons every day. It is a useful place to have a set of eyes and ears on hand.
Do you know anything else about these smugglers?
Only that Tola is a captain of middling repute and some small ambition. I expect she feels that a partnership with Quoril will give her an edge. Britza will know more.
And why help the Royal Deadfire Company?
The discipline of the royal officers isn't really what any of this is about. I'm more concerned about the pirates. In this particular case, the companies share an enemy.
Okay, I'll do
Excellent. Meeting you has been a stroke of luck, Watcher. I'll await your report.
Now, let's see if we can meddle with the Principi. Not like they're any better, they're all doing like... We are all free guys, but instead they're not really that free. So we're in the upper thing here. Oh, there's that numbers woman. Hey there.
Ado, Watcher. I'm glad we could put the final stamp on this Pococohara situation. Sadly, it isn't uncommon for teams to simply disappear out there. It was terrible, not knowing what to tell their families. What can I do for you today, Watcher?
Some
I
questions.
can spare a few moments.
What's Castol's story?
Oh, him. Good family. Sensible. Big plans for the Deadfire he has. Big, expensive plans.
Okay, that's all then. Goodbye. Good, she's telling us everything. So, NEKETAKA. Or what? We have to go to the luminous bathhouse then. A Principi captain by the name of Tola. And let's go downstairs and see what we can do. In Periki's Overlook. We can go through the toilet. Certainly not. Certainly not. I think it was kind of north, right? Let's see. See what we can do. The luminous bathhouse, Brizzy. There's hoping we don't have to pay the 1,000 to get into the actual bath water. Ganna. Udini. Is she below? In the boiler room, maybe? I don't know. Let's go to the upper floor then. Undercover. Undercover would be like in undercover, maybe in the bedroom if she's working undercovers. Brizzy. Yeah, that seems like more. Ah, here we go.
Give me a real challenge.
Hey, Brizzy.
You and I, we have a mutual friend, do we not?
She grins widely, tongue pressing pink between her teeth. I'm here at Director Kestel's request. Should we tell her? Just tell me what I need to do.
A Royal Deadfire operative, Quarno, and his Principi associate Tola will meet tonight to discuss the details of a business arrangement. They have bought out the entire first floor for privacy's sake. Even Gunnar, their proprietor, will excuse himself.
Oh, crazy.
Only bathhouse attendants will be allowed to remain to ensure their comfort. You understand?
I understand. It's an orgy. Anything I should know about Tola?
Tola is fond of drink, and her tongue flaps loosely when she has had too much of it.
Quarno?
He is a snake in the body of a man. Though he is supposedly the Royal Deadfire Company's man, he always seems to be working some deal on the side.
What do you need me to do?
I will disguise you as a bathhouse attendant, so you might observe their meeting. With luck and some cunning, you may be able to discover the details of their special arrangement. You will not be able to take your gear, but do not worry. Should the situation get out of hand, there will be a stash of weapons hidden in one of the changing booths. But I am sure it will not come to that.
Now we would like to be a monk. You can't do this yourself.
I have had dealings with Tolar in the past, and I am certain she will recognize me. Hence why I have requested assistance from Director Castle, though it pains me to do so.
She grimaces and looks away. Do I have to be
I
unarmed?
will not believe you an attendant if you carry a blade.
Her mouth quirks into a playful smile.
But do not fear. I would not throw you to the wolves. Remember, should you have need of them, there is a stash of weapons in one of the changing booths.
I'm not ready yet. I'll be back
Very
later.
quickly then. We must not let this opportunity pass us by.
All right. Well, we'll do that in the next episode, my friends. Have a great time until then, and happy gaming. This is Imran Khan signing out. See you soon, and happy gaming.